Many times we refer to education as being the heartbeat of Circadia, and being that it's our second pillar that we'll talk about, education in general, the history of your grandfather in education. Why is this so important to be mentioned within the first two pillars?
You know, I think education very quickly after I joined the company became a passion for me. It's something that I saw as so unbelievably important to the industry, unbelievably important to the esthetician, and something that professionals were just gravitating to my grandfather for before they even really understood that we had a brand, had a company and products to sell. And I identified that almost immediately after becoming part of Circadia. So my grandfather was writing textbooks, educating the profession, just going to trade shows and talking to estheticians about skin and skin health and skincare in general. So understanding that education is so unbelievably important to us is why we have it as the second pillar. I'm an educator. It's my favorite part of being the owner and the CEO of this company. And it's something that I grew up in the industry watching my grandfather do, and just being able to present to estheticians and have them understand the concepts that we're presenting, whether it's ingredient technology or skin condition or protocols, or helping them to understand better how to achieve their goals in their business. It really is just so satisfying to see all these things come together. So education is just in our DNA, truly, of who we are as a company and as a brand.
And you're truly a world-renowned speaker and going around and educating estheticians from around the world. And everyone that we talk to always says how generous you are with your education. And I remember you said something about your grandfather told you education is to be shared, or remind me of what he said, because I feel like it's so important.
Yeah, that's one of the things he told me early on, is that, again, education is so important, but once you share the information, once you share the knowledge, it's no longer yours. It's out there for everyone to be able to utilize, and that's how it should be viewed. That's how I view it, and I think that's how most educators should view knowledge. And that's one of the reasons why we created Circadia University, and the platform that we did is to be able to share the information, share the knowledge. I think the best response that we've gotten so far is that it's there for everyone to consume. It's there, it's for free. So even if someone's not an avid user of Circadia, even if they're not already practically using the product in their treatment room or recommending the home care for services, they can go and access the knowledge and access the information. And I think professionals really appreciate that we have that available.
Mm-hmm. And so much non-product specific information. They can go on and watch the interviews and just go through peptides and stem cells and things that are relevant to them just as an esthetician in general. So that's important for people to know about the university as well.
I think having access to the information is, again, what people really see as a value of being a partner with Circadia. Having it there at their fingertips, at their own pace, to be able to consume for their own information is extremely valuable.
I remember when I first tried to read the Advanced Professional Skincare Medical Edition. There's so much information that your grandfather wrote in that textbook, but the whole goal of that was to bridge the gap between physicians and estheticians and empower us as estheticians to be able to know how to treat the skin and give us the resources to further our careers. And I think knowing that information and where that came from, and you taking that into where we are now with the university, is very important for people to know as well.
It really is, and again, it just speaks to the history, which is another pillar which we'll discuss, of the company and the longevity that we have here at Circadia. I mean, this is a textbook. The original version of Advanced Professional Skincare was published way back in 1990. And the subsequent versions later in 2006, but it's textbook after textbook. Advanced Professional Skincare, Physiology of the Skin, now in its third edition. The hundreds of publication trade journal articles that were published by my grandfather and then myself as well, just really showing and highlighting the fact that Circadia is an education-focused company.
Yes, very important.